Since a lot of you in the comment asking for anatomy tutorials, I decided to make a two-part video that focuses on how I personally learn anatomy. This series would contain videos that talks about the most important topics that help me learn anatomy faster. The goal is to help you learn anatomy 2 times faster than usual, by sharing some useful tricks across the video that personally helped me as an artist. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. I will share a method that works for me in order to learn anatomy better, and hopefully it could help you too. Let's start with a topic that is one of the most important things to learn when studying anatomy. I know, you might think this is boring, and you've done this a lot of times before, and you feel like you're still stuck and gesture study does not help you in a way. But let me tell you something. What if this video is the key? This might be the thing that could save you from these types of drawing. So if you want to skip this video, think again and make sure to watch until the end, because I promise you learning gesture is super worth it. These illustrations show perfect example of gesture. It feels so natural and does not appear like a character straight from Terminator films. If you want to achieve this type of flow in your characters, I will guide you on my 3-level process on how to level up using gesture, and prove to you that there's a way to improve in art, even if you're a super busy type of person. Starting from level 1. Before we dive into gesture, let's familiarize ourselves with basic human proportion. You might be thinking about these proportion sheets, but unfortunately, that's not what we're gonna use right now. I think that's a bit confusing for beginners. Another thing is that this rule limits you from exploring different body types for your characters. So instead, I want you to follow this. It's a simple and easier way to map out the basic proportion of anatomy. There are only 3 important things you need to remember. The crouch is the middle point of the body, the knee is the middle point from hips to feet, the elbow is halfway between the shoulder and wrist. That's it. It's pretty much self-explanatory, so I won't waste any more time on this. You can screenshot this or get a copy of this sheet at the description below. But learning these things is not enough. Remember that we're still on level 1. There are still 2 more levels to go, so make sure to go through all levels. I'm 100% confident that after this, you will notice great results if you do this in the right way. Level 2. Action lines. Remember, we're not aiming to make a full-blown figure drawing here on this video. So forget your anatomy for now and try to loosen up, because we're here to discuss a topic within a figure drawing, which is gesture. We're gonna leave form and structure on the next video, so please like and subscribe. To learn gesture, we have to go back on drawing stick figures. Yes, we're going back to the most basic way to draw, but instead of the stick figure that we used to draw when we were kids, what we're gonna do is this. To do this, we only need to remember 3 things: familiarization of proportion, basic shape for head, torso, and pelvis, and to find these special lines. First, find the center line of the pose. Then establish where the head locates and the 2 important lines for spinal and legs. After that, you can now add the shape for rib cage and pelvis. Lastly, you can now add the remaining parts, which is the arms and legs. Just keep in mind to follow the basic proportion we studied earlier. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make it as close as possible. Easy, right? By doing this, you would be able to effectively convey the emotion of the subject you are referencing. This would help you gain confidence with your lines and avoid stiffness with your drawings. By the way, you don't need fancy equipment or drawing materials to practice this. Even cheap sketchbook and pencil will do. I bought these 5 sketchbooks online for only $10. I also prefer buying smaller ones so I could bring them anywhere. Even with tight schedules, you can literally draw anywhere. Reference is not a problem since there's a lot of random people around you that you can use as your reference. Spend at least 30 minutes of your time per day doing this, and I promise it will definitely level up your skills. But before we go to level 3, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I spent days making these videos and I absolutely love it. So by simply subscribing, it would motivate me to make more videos for you and also make me one step closer with my goal of reaching 10k subs by the end of the year. But if you already subscribe, I really appreciate your support. Now let's head back to the video. Level 3, Detailed Gesture. Now, using what we've learned on level 2, we can now use it as our guide in order to proceed to the next stage of learning gesture. To practice, use a timer and set it to 1 minute for every subject. Again, you don't need to worry about the complex details, just focus on the overall motion and silhouette of the character. On this level, we only need 3 things: the C curve, S curve, and I for straight line. These are called CSI. These lines are the things we're gonna use to connect each part and give you much more detailed gesture than previous one. The goal here is to simplify complex reference into simple shapes while capturing the gesture at the same time. So try to ignore those complex muscles and bumps and try using long sweeping lines for now. By the way, I forgot to mention that collarbone and hip line should not be parallel to each other. It would give more of a dynamic feeling on your poses. Also, the torso should look like this. Always find which side the pinch is and the stretchy part of the torso. Keep in mind that we're not aiming for accuracy here, so make sure to try and exaggerate the pose if necessary, to clearly emphasize the pose. When drawing the arms and legs, make sure to use energetic lines that tapers at the end to mimic the wrist part. You could also add some wrapping lines around the figure to show 3-dimensionality to your sketch. Just fill a whole page with this practice every day, and you would definitely see results. Even if you think it's bad, just keep going. The most important part is you make time for yourself to draw every day. You can still go further on detailing the poses, but it would require you to learn a structure and anatomy first. But don't worry, we will be tackling about that in the next part of this series. For now, just focus on this one. And that's it. You have successfully learned gesture and you're one step ahead among other artists. But to improve your skill even more, make sure to subscribe so you will be notified for my upcoming videos that I am working on. And if you learned something from this video, let me know in the comments. Please watch my other videos by clicking any of these, and see you on the next one.